Meta's not-so-great writer's heist. If you haven't heard about Meta's brazen and wholesale theft of millions of authors' books to train AI, grab your coffee and listen to today's video. Hello and welcome back to my writing journey. I'm Byerrum, author of The Crime of Fashion Mysteries and Other Tales, and in these videos, I discuss whatever tickles my fancy, writing-wise or current publishing news. If you like that, please subscribe. Hit the like button and ring the bell. It's a lot, I know, but I truly appreciate it. This week, I'm talking about Meta's shocking theft of millions of books. Authors' intellectual property without asking, let alone offering compensation. The Atlantic broke the story that Mark Zuckerberg's Meta, his company that owns things including Facebook, stole millions of books to train AI. He didn't ask permission. He simply made a smash and grab of more than 7.5 million books. According to the Atlantic article, Meta decided it would take a long time to acquire the rights legally, such a bore, darling, and be very expensive to pay the rights holders. So why not steal it first and claim its fair use? You can check on the Atlantic's website to see whether your books have been taken and put on the LibGen, known as Library Genesis database. However, you must have a subscription to read the entire Atlantic article. I checked the site and found a number of my books in the LibGen database. All 12 of my Crime of Fashion Mysteries are on the list, including the prequel, The Brief Luminous Flight of the Firefly, as well as my thriller, The Woman in the Dollhouse. In addition to those books, they included my middle grade novella, The Children Didn't See Anything, and short story, The Last Goodbye of Harris Turner. It didn't appear to take my small cookbook, Recipes for Disaster, or my children's book, Sherlocktopus Holmes' 8 Arms of the Law, and my latest book, Crook Tales for Two, was not on the list that I saw. Be aware, it isn't merely fiction that is being scraped and taken. The database even included chemistry books written by my father's late cousin Richard Byerrum, and one tome on banking by my grandfather, R.O. Byerrum. Meta's like a monstrous anteater sucking up everything in its path, or zucking up everything. Mystery Writers of America put out a statement as well. MWA noted that the use of intellectual property without compensation is called programming, training, and scraping. MWA has recommended following the Authors Guild recommendations on what to do. It also reviewed actions you can take, including sending a notice to Zuckerberg, which I have done. The Authors Guild has a template to send a formal notice to Meta Zuckerberg, telling the company they do not have permission to use your work, and you can put a no AI training notice on your copyright pages. I will read the notice I used for my latest book, Crook Tales for Two. Any use of this publication to train generative artificial intelligence technologies or to generate text is specifically prohibited. The author reserves all rights to license uses of this work for generative AI training and development of machine learning language models. The Authors Guild noted that legal action is already underway against Meta, OpenAI, Microsoft, Anthropic, and other AI companies for using pirated books. If your book was used by Meta, you're automatically included in the tawdry versus Meta class action in North California without needing to take any immediate action. The court is first deciding whether Meta broke copyright laws, what do you think, with a decision expected this summer before officially certifying everyone as a class. You don't need to be named plaintiff to benefit or to receive damages if you qualify as part of the class. The Authors Guild is also a plaintiff in a class action lawsuit against OpenAI, along with John Grisham, Jodi Picoult, David Baldacci, George R.R. Martin, and 13 other authors. But the claims are made on behalf of all U.S. authors whose works have been ingested into GPT. You can find out more on the Authors Guild site. Obviously, I'm waiting to see what happens. I am appalled at the bullying, entitled attitude of yet another billionaire who thinks he owns the universe simply because he is rich and can run roughshod over our rights. It can take years to conceive, research, write, and produce a quality book and make your reputation. Even then, there is very little money in it. William Shakespeare wrote, "Who steals my purse steals trash. 'Tis something, nothing. 'Twas mine, 'tis his, and has been slave to thousands. But he that filches from me my good name robs me of that which not enriches him, and makes me poor indeed." Zuckerberg may have billions as he tries to trash, to steal our work, to diminish our writing, but he's thrown away his good name. And honestly, no matter what he does, he'll never be the cool kid. So I urge you to see whether your books have been scraped. Check out the Authors Guild site and send a notice to Zuckerberg and Meta. That's all I have for now. I'll see you next time. Bye.